What's up everyone? I have a 5 dragon victory for you today, and unlike the 5 dragons that I got in the turtle pack, I'm on the weekly pack this time. I usually don't like playing on the weekly pack because it feels like I'm preying on the weak and inexperienced with the pack players. But I did make an exception for this pack because first of all I felt like it was a 5 of a kind gold mine, so there's no way I'm passing that up. But secondly, it was very interesting this weekly. This is by the way the weekly 39 if I'm not mistaken. This one run was recorded on the 2nd of February, so it's quite old. But this weekly was very interesting in the way that there isn't almost any scaling you can use, so people just didn't bother scaling at all and either ran summon builds with turkey and vulture, maybe popcorn. I don't think Orca was in the pack, I believe it wasn't. But they either ran that or the alternative, which was a snipe team, which can counter summon teams if they are positioned poorly and have not enough HP. Because the pack also had the leopards and the crocodiles and tomatoes even, I believe. So yeah, it's benefited both sniping teams and summon teams greatly. And the only ways that I found you can scale on this pack was with Dragon, as you can see from there, and I'll be scaling Dragon later on. But also you had an alternative to scale with Squirrel Seal, which you know I love, but the bad part about that is this weekly has almost no stat giving foods. I think the only stat giving food in this weekly was the fried shrimp, which isn't ideal, but you could still make it work actually. Squirrel Seal is just that strong that you can afford to give Seal only perk foods and it can still be good. Especially when your opponents aren't scaling. But yeah, I didn't go for that. I thought that was too much of a struggle, and 5 of a kind Squirrel, 5 of a kind Seal, I don't think that those runs would be any special at this point in time. Especially because I'm planning on uploading another 5 of a kind Squirrel in the relatively near future as well, so I didn't want to be redundant. But yeah, for now I'm just trying to survive, and the capybara is doing me a big favor because it's letting me grid it out with the goldfish and the swan, which are 2 very good units for the dragon that I'll be including in the future, by the way. But yeah, the capybara allows me to just buy units from the shop for my team, and they'll be good units. Like you can see, I'm buying another capybara just to get +6 +3 in total for the units in the shop. And yeah, honestly at this point in the game I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do. I was just looking for a suitable unit for the team. I thought about turkey for a second, but I decided that it would be kind of generic because everyone is going for turkey, fly, popcorn. Was flying fish in here? I don't really remember. But that doesn't really matter. You can see that how severe the scaling is because people have to resort to using cucumber and rabbits to scale up units like their hippo, which kind of sad, but you have to do what you have to do, and I respect it. I think I give up on the raccoon shortly. I pass up another one that I could have maybe bought, but instead I decide to buy another goldfish. And yeah, this is basically the ideal dragon setup. You even have 4 lives, so that I can afford some losses, and this was going to be an obvious loss. I don't really have the ability to compete with a level 2 muskox with doorhead ants in front of it. But yeah, a lot of gold generated on this turn, and hopefully I can level up soon, and thankfully I do find another goldfish, so the level up results in a dragon. which I'll gladly take. It's one of the very few forms of scaling on this weekly pack, so I'm not going to pass it up just like that. And yeah, let the scaling begin basically. The tier 1 units in this pack were very good as well. You have the Bluebird, which gives you 1 attack if you finish on it. You have Pig, which gives you 1 extra gold. The Otter gives you +1/+1 when you buy it, obviously. You have the Chinchilla as well, which also refunds you 2 gold. So yeah, what I'm trying to say is that a lot of good tier 1 units in this pack for the dragon. And most importantly, a lot of bad teams for the dragon to go up against. This team looked bad to me, but it was stronger than me, so maybe I shouldn't be so cocky. But yeah, we're quickly starting to scale, and very soon we'll be so far ahead of the competition that I'll just be able to do whatever I want and still win. Another chocolate, meaning that I get a level 2 dragon, and another dragon from the level up, which is incredible. So I can start scaling that much quicker. And at this point in the game I was like, why not transform this run into a 5 of a kind dragon if my opposition is going to be so weak and I already have a level 2 dragon and a level 1 dragon on turn 10. This is just a great setup. As well as the goldfish and the swan that both give gold in one way or another. So yeah, I think after this turn I shouldn't be losing anymore because the scaling is just going to go through the roof. You can see 2 free tier 1 units. And sadly the half of the dragon buffs just go on units that are going to be sold eventually, but I'm happy with the goldfish and the swan for now, because both of them brain fart both of them, I mean, generate gold and help me scale even faster. So yeah, at this point I believe that like a 40-40 unit at the front and a 30-30 behind it, very strong. I don't think anyone can compete with it basically. And at this point I'm just hoping for more dragons. I need to find 3 more dragons for the team. I find another one, which means Swan has to go eventually, and by eventually I mean the next tier 1 unit I find, which is a moth. And yeah, I think even with me selling such a strong unit, I'm so far ahead of the competition still that it's not really a problem. Especially if I get that second dragon to level 2, it's going to be that much quicker, the scaling, and yeah, the enemies just don't stand a chance. The goldfish got to 50-50 this turn. What did I say it was last turn? Was it 40-40 or the like? Poor guy is relying on orangutan scaling because the scaling options are just so limited, but he should have gone dragon maybe. But I think he still could be able to beat someone with so much health. I maybe shouldn't be bothering about that guy, I should be bothering about finding more dragons. And thankfully I do find another one off the level up. That isn't very likely to happen, but I'll take it. And next turn the 50-50 goldfish has to be sold in order to make space for more tier 1 units. And at this point in the game I just basically knew that I'm guaranteed to win because nobody can match this level of scaling. So the main issue becomes being able to find the 5th dragon on time. You can see I'm on 8 wins and I'm basically guaranteed to win the next 2 rounds as well with the amount of stats that I have on the team. So maybe I should not be so greedy to buy so many tier 1 units. Like the frontline dragon is already at 50-50. The second in position dragon is going to be 50-50 after one more buy sell as well. Yeah, here it goes. And the third dragon along with it is 50-50 as well. So I don't think buying tier 1 units is very useful at this point. I should just be looking for the last dragon. and I know that this team can win against anyone. The other good thing is that there weren't any good health foods in this weekly, so I knew I could just rely on stats and that would be good enough. Because there's no melon or steak to oppose me, the strongest I can go up against is tomato, but even still, what is 8 damage going to do? Thankfully I do find the last dragon, and I think this is going to be it. Just buying the last dragon and giving it a honey, hopefully to absorb some more snipes. I was thinking about carrot on the other dragon, but it doesn't really make that much of a difference. So yeah, like, sub, do all the generic stuff, enjoy as we destroy this final team, and I'll see you next time. Take care.